Hello, gorgeous ones. Welcome to session 4 of the Mastermind Success Method live workshop. All this week, I have been sharing with you the keys to creating more clients as a coach or a consultant. So if you've got a service-based business, this is for you because it's really a fast start to getting more clients in, not overwhelming yourself, not going down the rabbit hole of creating an online course that doesn't sell or spending all your time creating a course but not hitting your income targets because you're not charging enough. Instead, I want you to start wrapping your head around creating a perfect mastermind offer that doesn't even have to be perfect, really, just a mastermind offer that is going to allow you to create great results for your clients without all the bits and pieces that are required for funnels and online courses. You don't even need an online course to get started with this model. So if you're looking to increase your revenue faster, a mastermind is the perfect opportunity. It is the perfect way for you to kickstart your sales, to start helping clients without worrying about all the tech overwhelm and fancy funnels and all that jazz. What instead you can create is a beautiful boutique community of great clients that you can help get one specific outcome and get paid well for, right? Rather than charging $200 here and there, I want to help you attract high value clients who are investing in their own success, investing in you, and investing in a community of like-minded people. Now, what generally comes up is, well, how do I create that? What's the best way to deliver it? How long should I work with them for? What should I charge? Well, we have gone through in the other sessions. We've talked about why a mastermind is such a great opportunity, particularly if you even have created an online course, how you can actually adapt that to a mastermind offer, right? So we talked about that in session 1, that an online course is great once you've created it, but if you haven't got a way to keep selling it, it's really hard to keep reaching your income goals, okay? Or if you haven't started yet, you might be overwhelmed about, well, how do I create an online course? And there's all this software and I don't know what to do and how to get started. The other thing is you may not have proven, excuse me, you may not have proven your offer yet. You have to excuse me for a minute. So what I see people doing is that they create an online course based on what they think people want. Spend hours creating it, a lot of money investing, and guess what? It's not what people want anymore. And then you have to start from scratch. Whereas with a mastermind, you can be very nimble in terms of what you can offer. You can even evolve your offer even when you've got clients in your program. So you've got a lot more flexibility there, and you can see how the market's going to react without investing tons of time, money, energy, and dollars. Money and dollars, same thing, right? Into getting your online course. I have got a frog in my throat today. So I want to talk today about structuring that offer for the best success, because the other beauty of the mastermind is that you can be getting higher levels of income, but you want to create leverage. So it's really that hybrid of an online course and one-on-one coaching. Okay, we know that one-on-one coaching, you can charge more for it. It generally gets better results. So you can reach your income goals quicker, but what's the drag with it, or the drawback, is that your time is capped. You've only got a limited amount of times, and sessions fill up quickly, especially when you're looking to get coaching clients, okay? Now, coaching one-on-one is still, I'm not saying don't ever do it. You can still offer that on top of this if you want to, because a lot of people are like, no, well, I get my best results one-on-one. I actually have clients that have like a boutique high-end coaching business where they only deal privately with their clients. So you can still have that with this opportunity. What we need to do is get very clear on what that outcome or promise of your mastermind is. That's going to really guide how you deliver your mastermind and how that is created, okay? Generally, we're going to be looking at getting you more scale and leverage, and a mastermind's going to do that beyond one-on-one coaching. Then you might think, well, I may as well just create an online course. Surely that's going to be easier. People can just buy it and I don't have to deal with pesky clients, right? And that could be true on one end, right? Excuse me while I just blow my nose. I'm having a a cold. Might have to, hopefully not have to go and get a coronavirus test. Anyway, I shall go and do that, but I don't think I do. I just got allergies with the hay fever. Anyway, right. Enough of my sidetracking. So an online course can seem like, great, I could package up what I know. People can just press a button, buy it, and you know, I get the revenue, they get the course, and away we go. But like I said, one of the first mistakes that people make is that they haven't tested the promise, and then that doesn't sell. They don't have a big audience. So, and then they don't have a lead generation pipeline feeding that to get regular sales. Okay. So that's where people are falling down with the online course. Just creating the online course does not mean you're going to reach your income targets. Okay, so that's what I want to help you avoid with the mastermind, in that you can get started with this offer this week, right now. Okay, we've talked through about your pricing. We've talked through about why a mastermind. All right, we've talked about the only funnel that you need, which is Facebook ads to a webinar to a call. Or you can sell your mastermind on the webinar if you like as well. I've got clients who do both, right? And if you're sitting in the place of, Facebook ads, webinar, that's what I work with clients to help them do, so that they can create that pathway. So you've got a way to take your prospects from cold to client. Okay, so you've got a way for them to see how it is you can help them, to establish connection, trust, relationship, position yourself as an authority in your market. Even if no one's heard of you before, even if you don't have a big list yet, we go straight there, and you can charge a nice price for it that's going to help you reach your income goals. So if you're looking for another 10,000, this is an easy way, a 10,000 a month that is, this is an easy way to start adding that in, okay? And there's plenty of industries and examples of how to make that happen. I'll share some of those videos with you too, so you can watch those and see how it's worked, even from, you know, especially if you're a practitioner, a therapist, you're doing one-on-one coaching, you are a spiritual development mentor, you have a modality that you teach people, you certify people in something. This works for all of those, okay? And if you're not doing this and you're not reaching $10,000 a month yet, then this is going to be the thing that gets you there, okay? And I want to step you through how to do that and how to set yourself up for success that way. So like I said, the promise is really going to dictate how you deliver the mastermind, okay? So in terms of your promise, like, what is that outcome you'll be delivering, or you'll be helping them obtain, right? And yes, people in your mastermind are going to be at different levels. That's the other thing I get asked. It's like, what if there's only one person who buys? And what about if people are at different levels? That's a true mastermind. A mastermind is that third mind of, you have two people together sharing their expertise, and what comes of it, the mastermind, the collective knowledge, and how that helps drive people forward. It is such a powerful force, and it's such an amazing opportunity to get to facilitate that, where you're not, you know, the only person people are turning to. Everybody's success doesn't rest solely on your back. It's a true collaborative effort, and it's fun. Like, who doesn't want to be surrounded by people like them on the same kind of mission and journey, and who doesn't want to see how it works for other people and gain insights to apply that in their life, rather than just watching another video in an online course. It gets pretty boring after a while. Who doesn't want to also ask, hey, but what about my ad? Or, hey, what about this page? Do you like it? What could I do differently? You don't get that level of support in an online course generally, right? So whether that's, you know, for me in marketing, you work with me, you get to ask me specifically, okay, what's next? What's this step? Can you look at my copy for that page? What would you say about that headline? You know, those are the things that we talk through. You don't just buy an online course and then go, okay, well, I'll quit working through those videos, but I'm not quite sure of the next steps. Okay? We're going to make sure that we move the needle for you to get your offer up and running and get it converting. All right. So with your mastermind, you're going to have your promise. Then you're going to uncover, all right, what are the repeatable steps in the process that you teach people to get to that outcome? And I help you flesh that out. I have a process that you follow to work out what your signature system is, what your approach to, for want of a better word, unpacking your expertise, right? So that we can unpack it and then we can package it so that people can clearly see what it is you are delivering, okay? Who here is still stuck on how to package that? Who here has felt that when they've tried to share everything they know, that their clients haven't got the best results because they haven't been able to get that momentum. They've been a bit bogged down by the information or stuck in fear or overwhelm or emotion. Okay, so what I want to help you do is also give you a bit more of a objective view on what is really needed. What are the steps that everybody has to go through? Now, you're going to want to resist this just as much as you're going to want to resist the niche, right? So let me step you through how we work together. You come to me because you want to help people. You've already been helping people. You've got an idea that you want to help people achieve a certain outcome, okay? What we're going to work out is what your money goals are, how you best like to work. So we'll customize that for you. That's the beautiful thing. A mastermind can adapt to where you are. If you don't want a lot of one-on-one coaching, great. We don't have to include it. So you can still get some of that leverage that you're looking for. We don't want to build in a whole lot of one-on-one because we want this offer to be able to scale, right? So we want to be able to either welcome more people in without you having to spend more time than what you create in the mastermind. And you can start to enjoy the benefits of that. So we'll work out your money goals. Then we go to working out what your brand is going to, what your brand statement is, like what you stand for, how you're unique and different. Once again, do you remember when I was talking in session 2 about pricing? How do we make pricing irrelevant? We make your specific solution to a specific market be way more interesting, unique, or different. Now, that's very hard to create on your own. I was saying today in the mastermind call with my lovely clients who some of them have some awesome niches. I was like, I want your niche. It's so good. So one of them is helping bookkeepers go from, trading time for dollars to a business owner, how they can add value to what they provide and move away from just that, getting burnt out and doing the traditional model. Another one, we don't all do business clients, but another one is a dietitian who's helping dietitians move from clinic setting to online. Another one does a similar kind of offer for naturopaths. Who else do we have today? I love Lisa's offer, which is helping female founders get funded, how to navigate the whole grant process, find those hidden pockets of funding. Brilliant offer. Have a mastermind around that. Imagine like all these beautiful female founders wanting to grow their business, wanting that expertise. Like this is amazing, the opportunities that you can go into. Who else do we have on the call? Menopause, a nutritionist for overcoming menopause symptoms. Who else do we have? Social media strategist helping with Facebook ads and helping people create their sort of invisible selling system on social media. Like the list goes on. I've been running a mastermind since 2013, right? So I've had women through this. I've helped them create 6 and 7 figures, right? Using the mastermind model. It doesn't have to be high tech or overly complicated. It is about extracting more value out about the knowledge that you have, the assets that you already have. Okay, so that's what I want to share with you today, and that's what I'm so excited about, working out how you can structure yours. So we start with the promise and then we go to those next steps. Okay, what are the repeatable steps that you take your people through? And then how can you add custom support to get them through those steps? So you want to be thinking about how long it's going to take. How are we going to deliver on it? What are the things that move the needle, right? What's the way that you like to work best with your clients? Do you like to have some one-on-one sessions to keep things moving? If you don't have a lot of systemization in how you deliver your coaching, you might want to do a little bit more one-on-one to get people moving. I like to work one-on-one as people come into my program and just get them set with the strategy. So we really uncover the opportunity with your niche. How are you going to position yourself? How are you going to be different? What's your marketing message? Okay, before we go on to those repeatable steps of the process. Right? Once you have a signature system, you have the foundation to do your webinar, to do a talk, to write a book, to create your online course. All of it is contained in there, including even the copy and the outcomes that are going to drive people to want to work with you, right? You'll have that grounding, and that strategy is so, so important. Once we have that, then we want to work out, okay, what are the components? What are those deliverables that we need to create? My sort of blueprint for a great mastermind is having weekly contact. Okay, so weekly group sessions, whether they be training and Q&A, or there's laser coaching within that. It's going to depend on your audience, your industry, and also how you like to best deliver it. Okay, so but I definitely like using the Facebook group as a portal. You can use a forum if you prefer, but most people are generally on Facebook, so you can be using a private Facebook group for buyers only. It's not your free Facebook group, it's not your Facebook page, it's its own community, designated exclusive community for your mastermind buyers. Okay, once you have one person buying, you'll have more coming in, and as they come in, and they can come in, they might come in, one a week, one a month, however it works out. We keep on adding. Okay, I like to set up masterminds for 3, 6, or 12 months, and that will depend on your industry, right? So you want to make sure that, I'll step you through that when we work together, but working on, well, what's your promise? Who's it to? What's the best way to create that length of time? Okay, so 3, 6, or 12 is great. It's easy for people to understand. A lot of people say, oh, well, people don't want to commit for 12 months. Well, then they're not the people who want to buy your stuff. If you need 12 months to deliver, or you know that you like working with people for 12 months, there's space and time and freedom to create, then that is how you should offer it. I work with people for 12 months in my Mastermind Success Secrets program. Why? Because I know that we can go through this entire process. We have time to optimize, convert. We can get people results very quickly to begin with. Then we're going to integrate. Then we're going to expand. We're going to optimize. We're going to make it even better. Okay? So that will then also, that time will dictate, will influence a little bit of the pricing as well. Okay? So thinking about the length of time, having Facebook. Look, I used to create retreats with my mastermind. So there'd be the weekly calls, monthly one-on-one, and quarterly retreats. Okay, so they got 3 retreats in a year, and that was how I set that up. And I used to sell that for $25,000. Okay, and I used to be able to have beautiful clients in that program, and I absolutely loved it. Now I don't have the retreat component. So the cost comes down as well because I don't have those overheads to create that. I do love the retreat element and the experiential element, absolutely. But at the moment, I've realized that I can still create that connection and results without that element, and it makes it really great in terms of these times where people can't travel, right? But I have other clients who have, one of my clients, Maria, who has a certification. She still does a retreat. She just adds that on as the mastermind. So it's not essential to what you're creating. So if you do want to create retreats, you absolutely can. We just work out the best way to be able to do that and what market you're in. Okay, so I can help you map that out. If you want to talk to me about that on an offer planning call, go to victoriagibson.com/call, book that in, and we'll map that out and work out, okay, what's going to be the best way to create that for you. Okay, so we'll look at time and we'll look at cost. Okay, the beautiful thing about having you can ask people to pay up front, or you can ask them to pay a monthly payment. When they're paying a monthly payment, particularly over 12 months, it's kind of like a higher end membership site, right? You get that recurring revenue. You're not having to work each and every month for brand new clients. Okay, as I said, adding the extra 10K, super easy once you have a mastermind offer, because you're not dealing with onesie twosie $197 one-off programs here. Okay, so generally most people get started with a 3 or a 6 months. That's sort of where they feel more comfortable. Even though I do recommend going 12 months, you can start at 3 or 6. Make sure that's that's the offer that you'd like to create, that you can deliver on your promise, that you get there, you can attract the kind of people that you really want to work with. You may want to add more access in for them. So thinking about how they might get their individual sort of custom queries answered without burning yourself out, without you them calling you on your mobile every day. How can they? Well, they can post in the group. Everyone can benefit from that discussion and those questions. They could message you, okay, privately via WhatsApp, chat. Maybe they do a voice message on Voxer. I personally don't love voice messages because I have to sit there and listen. I'd rather read and respond on the fly, but some people do Voxer. I just say, fine, if you need to message me privately, just message me. That's no problem. Or we'll just keep it in the thread of the group. Okay, because everyone benefits then. It's great. A problem shared is a problem halved, or even if it's a win or something to celebrate. Everyone loves to see what's going on. It really fosters more of that community. Okay, so what I'm saying, all you need to get started is packaging up that expertise, understanding that promise and that offer. And that's what I help you do. I'll help you do that on a complimentary call. If you want to jump in, I've got 5 places over the next week. That's all I normally have time, because it's with me, 5 places to have a chat about what your offer could look like. Okay, you can walk away. You don't have to jump into the program or move forward. What we can do is just map that out and really show you how to get that offer and the delivery, so you feel comfortable with what you're going to be putting out in the world, and then the messaging and lead generation are the next step. So that's why I work with clients over 12 months, because it gives us a really great opportunity to get all the foundations of the strategy right. I'm not here just giving you one quick strategy. Hey, do a podcast and then you're going to get all these clients. No, this is a solid business strategy, okay? And that's what I offer. In a smaller group, you get custom advice and feedback within a framework where you've still got all of the proven parts of the system. I talked about uncovering your branding archetypes, getting your brand blueprint right so you know what you stand for, how you're different, how you're unique, what guides you in the work that you do, because that's important too, right? And then we talk through your niche. Who specifically are you targeting and what are you helping them do? We then map out, the process of creating a signature system. What are the repeatable steps in the process to get them that promise? Then work out how to structure your offer. What are you going to include in the program? How are you going to price it? Then we go to the lead generation piece. Like I said, the simple funnel is Facebook ad to webinar to call, or Facebook ad just to webinar and sale on the webinar, right? That's sort of the easiest way to get started. If you don't want to do it that way, you might want to do like a launch where you have a group and you start filling the group and you do it a bit more free and easy, like, videos, lives like this, okay? So you could be doing live launches. You might decide that you just want to do a series of videos, or one video that's full of value that gets people, gets people understanding what it is you stand for, that they can watch on demand. There's different options all the time, okay? And we'll work out the best one for you. Or you just say, okay, cool, I'm going to follow the proven track and go from there, all right? So there's very few moving parts and pieces. I'd love to say, and then we do this, and then we do it's very few moving parts and pieces. We make sure that we have a great offer, that you charge appropriately to reach your income goals, and that you start a repeatable lead generation formula to get clients in, okay? That's where we go to with the mastermind offer. And if you want to create your own mastermind offer, or at least you want to uncover whether the one that you do have, how you could get more mileage out of it, even if you've got an online course or a mastermind and you want to learn to get more clients into it, or to, perhaps start peeling back if you've been over delivering and you want to kind of streamline what you've been doing, then jump on a call with me. I'm happy to walk through that with you. It doesn't have to take a long time. There's no pressure or obligation to move forward. You get an idea of how this strategy could apply to what you're doing already, okay? So go to victoriagibson.com/call and let's chat about I'll give you a plan of attack, how I would attack your offer, your market, or give you some ideas about where to get started if you're not quite sure which market to serve, whether perhaps you're too broad or you need to narrow in, okay? So we'll get that all sorted. These videos, these training videos, your workbook, all of that comes down next week. So you want to make sure that you're jumping in and getting all those goodies, or at least jumping in and getting a call so you can start working out how to add that extra 10K to create more coaching clients. If you don't have a big list, it's okay. We're going to work out how to use lead generation. Well, not work out. I know how to use it. I'll help you start using it to get more clients coming in. Okay, so that's mastermind success structure and making the most of your mastermind. Any questions, as usually, just reach out, post them, or book a call, and I can run through those with you. Okay, all right. Enjoy the rest of your day. I can't wait to see you soon.